Boston cream cookie cups.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone, found this one on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description box to the original recipe. Starting off with a yellow or a golden cake mix. Add to that 2 large eggs and 1/3 of a cup of softened butter. That's at room temperature. And then just blend that together until it is combined, and you'll end up with something that's kind of like a very soft cookie dough. It won't be runny like a regular cake mix. Now it's time to put the batter in some mini muffin tins. Grease your mini muffin tin very well and then just fill them little cups to about 2/3 full. I'm using a little cookie scoop for this, which is perfect. The original recipe says it makes 36. I ended up with about 40, just a few more, but it depends on the size of the muffin tin that you're using. Now you can use regular size muffin tins for this. They'll just be a lot larger, that's all. Once you're done filling, put them in the oven, bake them at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes, just until they're set and the edges are just light brown. Once they are done, take them out of the oven, let them sit for about 5 minutes to cool a little bit, and then you're going to press a little depression in the center of each one. Now, the very best tool for this would be this thing. This is called a tart tamper, and as you can see, it has the perfect shape for making a little depression in tarts or in cupcakes. If you don't have one, and I didn't have one, I'm just using the end of a wooden spoon and I'm just going to tamp down a little cavity, and that's where all that yummy cream is going to go. Then just run a butter knife around the edge and just loosen them so that they're not sticking, and just allow them to cool completely. Now for the cream filling. That's 1 packet of vanilla pudding mix. I'm using the, I think it's 3.4 ounce size, 4 serving size. Put that in a small bowl and then add 1/2 cup of cold milk and just blend it. And it's going to be thick, and as you can see, it's got a lovely yellow color. Set that aside and then take a larger bowl, place 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and then just whip that with an electric mixer until you get stiff peaks forming. And then you're going to take that vanilla pudding mixture that we prepared, you're going to add it to the whipped cream and just blend it in with an electric mixer until it's nice and smooth. It'll get nice and fluffy, it'll smoothen right out, and of course the color is going to lighten up quite a bit. And then this is what you're going to put inside the cups. Now the best way to do this is just to put it in a Ziploc bag, cut the corner off, and just squeeze it into the little cups. You can also use a piping bag if you want, and fill them quite full because you have a lot of filling to use. For this case, I had some extra. I had about, I don't know, 1/3 of a cup to 1/2 a cup left of the cream, but that wasn't too bad. It was pretty close. Now for the ganache, that is 1/4 cup of cream. I heated it in the microwave until it was nice and hot. I added about 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, allowed it to sit for a couple of minutes until they soften, and then you just keep stirring until you get a nice smooth ganache, and it will thicken up as you stir. And then all you have to do is just use a teaspoon and put a little bit on each one of the cups, and there was enough ganache in that particular recipe to have a little dollop on each of the cups. Put them in the refrigerator, allow them to set up. The ganache will harden, but it will not get hard. It'll stay kind of a fudgy texture. These are absolutely delicious. The cream in the middle is so good and so rich, and then you got that little cookie cup that's nice and crunchy. Just a really, really nice, easy and fast and fancy little dessert. These would look awesome on a dessert table. I have an entire playlist of recipes that start off as a cake mix, that you can do something to a cake mix to make it awesome and different, including these chocolate chip cream cheese cookies. The video is a little strange. I did it as a joke. It's in reverse, but it is a good recipe. Check it out. And thanks for watching.